Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean. This is UCM Pigs Motovlogs, and welcome to Naval Air Station Oceana in Virginia Beach. Yeah, I had to come down here and get a new ID card for work, so I thought I would strap the cameras on, bring you guys along with me, and show you something that I got new. I got a new helmet. Check it out. That's right, I got a Biltwell Lanesplitter. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but before we get started, let me remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always on my channel, if you don't feel like typing words, leave an emoji. I greatly appreciate that. So we're here on the Naval Air Station. There's some airplanes over here. Y'all look at the airplanes. We've looked at these before. I did a video, gosh, this is back over the summer, a little Top Gun tribute video, and we came out here and recorded some of the airplanes. So got this new helmet, and I've been shopping for a new helmet, a full face helmet, because after getting this camera update, I kept getting the crackling and popping with my Gringo with the open shield, and I figured it's time to go to a true full face helmet. Now, I'm a big fan of Biltwell. I like the old school look of Biltwell products, so that's why I chose the Lanesplitter. Now, there are some mixed reviews on this helmet. So far, I like it. I've only wore it now for maybe 45 minutes. It's got a good feel. Cheek pads are a little snug, not as bad as the Gringo. The Gringo, the cheek pads were really bad. I had to order another set. But we're gonna let these ride, because next week I'll be out in California, and if I need to, I'll run to the Biltwell store, because there's a brick and mortar store out there just north of San Diego, and get myself some new cheek pads. But I got this one. It is the matte black, and I got a mirrored face shield, as you can see. I've already got a scratch on it right in the center. I don't know how I did it. I think I did it when I was setting up my Cardo and getting my camera set up. Kind of irritated me. I hadn't even worn it yet, and I scratched the face shield. But a lot of, you know, mixed reviews on this helmet, and one of the complaints was on the Generation 1, and this is a Gen 2. And really the Gen 2 is just an updated windscreen face shield. The old one would fog really badly, and it wouldn't stay up when you put it up. And this latch is still, over here on this left side, is still kind of awkward. I'm getting used to it, but I'll get used to it. But so far, I haven't had any problem with the fogging. Now, it hasn't been really cold, so we'll see. But one thing I like is Biltwell now offers a pen lock for this helmet. So if I start getting some fogging and cold weather, I'll order me a pen lock. One of the other negatives you hear a lot about this helmet are the vents in the front. They are always open. There's no way to close them. I really don't feel a lot of air, or at least it's not noticeable to me. Now, remember, I'm coming from a standard Gringo with no face shield, so this is actually a huge upgrade when it comes to, you know, air in your face. Now, we'll see when the weather, you know, gets a little colder, if it's, you know, uncomfortable. But really, I think the simple fix is a piece of duct tape on the inside. I can just stick some duct tape there and block those vents. So we'll see how that goes. But so far, you know, for the price of this helmet, right at $250, I am pretty pleased with it. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Biltwell products. I like old school. When it comes to full face helmets, a lot of them look like astronaut helmets to me, and I'm not a fan of that. So I wanted something a little old school. I like this. Now, I know there's some other helmets that are similar to this. This is actually a copy of the Simpson, which, and that's a $500 helmet. And my thoughts on that is I try to replace my helmet every 3 to 5 years regardless, just for safety reasons. And I'm not going to drop $500 into something that I'm going to be, you know, getting rid of in 3 years or 4 years. So I like to stay around the 200, 250 range. I know Scorpion, XYZ, WX, some, I don't know what it is, bunch of letters. Go watch Marine Rider. He just dropped a video. He just got one. Fantastic looking helmet. I'll put a link in here to his video. His is gray, and he got the I think the gold mirrored face shield. Really good looking helmet. So if you're interested in the Scorpion, go check out his review. Another person that's done a review of the helmet is Salty from Salty and Sprinkles. He just recently did one. Now, I shouldn't be pointing you out to Salty, because he got salty on my Lanesplitter. He's not a fan of the Lanesplitter, but to each is their own. We all have different opinions, and you know what they say about opinions. But yeah, the Scorpion is a good-looking helmet, and it is right around the same price point. But what pushed me over is I'm just a fan of Biltwell, so that's why I went with the Lanesplitter. Now, moving right along here, I mentioned already I'm going to be in California. Matter of fact, by the time you guys see this video, I'll be out there. I'm recording early. I typically don't do this. I typically don't sandbag. I record week to week. But I wanted to get this one knocked out, so I had something to drop my first week out there, because I'm going to be out there for 2 weeks. So whenever I'm in San Diego for 2 weeks, I always try, at least I have the last 2 trips, rent a motorcycle. And to be honest with you, I was looking at renting something totally different. I've done 2 Indians out there. I've done the, what do they call it? The Challenger and the Chieftain. They're kind of equivalent to the Road Glide and Street Glide. I really like the 2 motorcycles. I was very impressed with them. I did some videos. I'll link them. But I really liked it, and I really like dealing with San Diego, India Motorcycles of San Diego. Fantastic people out there. Been over backwards for me. So I got in contact with them again, and we worked out a little plan here. They're not open on Sundays during the off season, so I typically pick up on Saturday and return on Sunday. So what I'm doing this time is I'm going to pick up Friday after work and return Saturday afternoon, which is awesome. They gave me a new route to ride, so I'm looking forward to getting out there and ride another Indian. It's a 2023 Indian as well. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. We're gonna save that for the video. A little surprise factor there. But I'm looking forward to getting out there and riding, riding in some new locations. So you guys look forward to that. Like I said, this video will drop my first week out there, and maybe my second week I'll either have, I don't like calling them review videos, more of a thoughts video on the motorcycle or the ride. I'll do 2 videos. Ooh, I popped the clutch out there. But that's pretty much it for this week. I just wanted to basically test out this helmet, see how the audio sounds. I've already done 1 dry run. It sounded pretty good. And show you my new purchase. I'm pretty pleased with it. So that's just my initial thoughts on it. I like the helmet. It does have a little bit of wind noise around the visor. That's another one of the points people have made, is that the visor doesn't really have a seal. But again, coming from a gringo, I really don't notice it, because you want to talk about wind noise. If you don't have a face shield, you get a lot of wind noise. So I'm pretty pleased with it so far. I like the look of it. It's old school. I think I've already mentioned that. So we'll see how it goes. We'll do a long-term review after I've worn it for a little while. So that's it for this week. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And until we talk again, you guys be careful. You guys be safe. Always keep your shiny side up. And we'll talk to you next time.